All right, so I woke up at 7:30 this morning to finding an extremely disturbing vlog on my feed for YouTube. And it was basically the Democratic Party basically, calling out the Republican Party like as if they ever could in the first place, right? And they were basically saying that the Republican Party is an occultic party, and they were diving into discussing about the January 6th occurrence, which we're not going to talk about January 6th right now because we're going to discuss that at the very end of this vlog. Number one, for all of you people who are blindly following the Democratic Party, did you guys know that they originated from the KKK? That is historically. There are documents and all kinds of documentaries and things that you can literally search up and look up, and they will be there to discuss the validity of it. Okay? Number two, the second point I want to make that they were discussing is that they were saying they're pro anatomy, pro choice, pro all of this, right? Well, let me dive in and kind of wake you up there, okay? Because they are pro abortion, right? They're pro choice, they're pro women's choice, but they are making it seem like they are there for you when the reality is it's not about the mother who's getting the abortion. It is about the money that her and her decision are bringing to that table for that agency. Number one. Number two, the only reason why the Democratic Party needs that is because they thrive on getting the organs off of these newborn babies and the blood for the Illuminati and Freemason. For those of you who don't know about those groups, which almost all of us do by now, and if you don't, good Lord, you need to get out your house and learn a little bit. They are satanic groups. Both happen to run the majority of the world. They are very dangerous people. They are both satanic. They both do sorcery. They both practice the craft. They both will spiritually be punished. But listen, Planned Parenthood don't give a damn fuck about you or your ability to make medical choices for your own body. It is not about that. What it is about is you not looking deeper into the issue. It is about you not really wanting that child. And then at the end, Planned Parenthood comes in and acts like they're saving the day when the reality is they're in it to get your child's organs, and they're also in it to get the blood, because the elite and the Masons thrive actively on human sacrifices. So without those human sacrifices, without their incantations and invocations, their sorcery to run the world will go to the drain. It will go to the trash. Okay? When I saw that, I was just like, hold the hell up. Hold the hell up. You're going to try to call out the Republican Party, but you were founded by the KKK and you are supporting the elite and the Masons to get this sacrificed children and their blood. And it's increasingly, inherently just getting worse. They want to pass pedophilia if they haven't already. They want to keep torturing these kids. And what blows me away is that at one point, I remember, like, this was like a year and a half ago or something, the CDC, Dr. Redfield, came out saying that there are not enough women having babies. And then all this so-called pandemic happened. Why would you guys be afraid of a mutated flu? Something that you can treat naturally, that you don't even need medication 99.9 of the time. You can drink tea. You can get humidifiers. You can chop open an onion if it's a respiratory infection. I mean, there's so many alternatives. So when I woke up at 7:30 in the morning to hearing that, I was like, what the literal fuck? Now, I know the other argument you guys will put out there, well, what about in the situation of rape? What about incest and all that? Look, I'm a rape victim myself. And even if I had conceived from that abuse, I wouldn't punish the child at all. Because the child doesn't know any wrong. It is the grown man's knowing and knowledge of what he has done and committed. That child does not need to know that painful past. That child's job is to enter this world, be smart, and thrive, period. So, all these women who are utilizing that as a motive to go forward with it, there's no solid foundation there. Because I am a rape survivor. And I am here to tell you, even as a survivor today, even if I had conceived out of that abuse, I wouldn't tell those awful things to that child. That child doesn't need to know none of that. All I got to do is put it in God's hands, know that the system is on my side, know that we're going to get justice, and raise that baby to the best of my abilities, period. You know, it's just, it's mind-boggling to me. But let me make one thing clear for all you women who are very pro-anatomy, pro-choice. It's not about you, your rights, your freedom to choose. It's about the organs from that child that you are about to murder. It is about the blood and the donation that Planned Parenthood takes without you even knowing it. They do take under the table deals, and they absolutely do not notify you. Now, somebody else, this physician who did an abortion on one woman back years ago, brought up the argument that women who do it are not altogether up here. But if the Democratic Party is pro-choice, pro-anatomy, and all of that, why? Why are they saying that about the mothers who do it? But then on television and everywhere else, they're broadcasting themselves like they give a fuck. And then have the audacity to call the Republican Party an occult. Don't let yourself be misguided. Remind yourself instead that the Democratic Party was founded from the KKK. There are actual documentaries that can prove that. There are, countless supporting articles to prove that Planned Parenthood really does do that. And what I think is the most disturbing to me personally is that one of these abortionists came forward saying that they don't give a crap about the mom if she dies during miscarriage, labor, or the abortion procedure. It is the money and the organs that they are after. So I think it is safe to say at this point that Planned Parenthood is a organ trafficking company who claims to have the welfare of women. I cannot even believe I just said that myself, but it is out there now. Oh my gosh, and then they have the audacity of calling the Republican Party an occult. I really question all of you who are blindly following the Democratic Party. And I urge you to do your research. Look up which political party had the most to do with the KKK, who originated from the KKK, and tell me exactly how many times you see the affiliation Republican come up. Because by doing that, you're going to really see the truth. And the Democratic Party is going over here talking about January 6th and this and that, and how it was a treasonous act. But then yet Hillary Clinton destroyed her laptop. Somehow the CIA and FBI found it, retrieved those things that she was trying to hide. And it proves that Hillary Clinton had a lot to do with January 6th. The men that were arrested that day were bystanders. Whether they had been armed or not, it's their constitutional right to protect themselves. So even if you see a person with a gun, that doesn't mean they're going to go use it. That they were kind of bland and went all out and entered the property. Okay, I get that. I understand. That is not cool. But for Hillary Clinton to try to play, let me be 2 years old again and point the finger, that is not okay. And just so you know, that version of Hillary Clinton is a clone. It's not even the real thing. We're literally being ran by a shadow government. If you don't understand the reality of my words, you really need to dig into the rabbit's hole and see exactly what I'm saying. But before you start barking and yapping, let me make one thing clear. The Democratic Party does not give a fuck about you or how many abortions you decide to get. I mean, you can even look it up on YouTube as well. It's there. This abortionist came out saying it is about the organs and the blood. Well, who are the ones who are known for human sacrificing? The Illuminati and the Masonry third degree assholes. So it ain't got nothing to do with your welfare, your medical health, your ability to choose or not to choose. It's about that money that your child that you're getting ready to kill is bringing to the table. So why continue to give these asshats what they want? Just think about it like this. Is your child's soul resting in peace? Or is it in a deep state of turmoil? Tell me. Because the way I view it, all these children that we've lost to abortion, they go towards those sacrifices. Not only that, but all the sick politicians who are money hungry. It's all about money, and it's all about organ harvesting. So like I said a while ago, I think it is okay to say that Planned Parenthood should be hailed an organ harvesting company. And in fact, should stop being seen as a company that supports women's choice. Because there's re-education. They will literally teach you all you need to know. And not only that, but if you really don't want that child, you don't have to have the abortion. You could simply put that child for adoption. Do you guys know how many countless moms and dads out there